We are live.
Hello! Welcome to the Prince's Little Game, Vampire the Masquerade tabletop role-playing game. My name's Hale. I shall be the host and storyteller for today. These marvellous people here are my wonderful crew of players, one of which is immediately run off. I don't when we start the game and he immediately leaves, fair enough. So, just to let you know, we're playing Vampire. Vampire isn't a nice game, and while my players are lovely, the characters they're playing are potentially going to do some awful and terrible things this evening. If you find any of that difficult, please feel free to take yourself away, take a break from the stream, go and grab yourself a drink, and come and join us again later on. So, tonight, our camera comes up in the dust and darkness of Killian's Haven. From the very boards of the floor, it rises in the sitting room, where our heroes are seated, waiting for the attendance of representatives of the Phantom Court, obviously in silence, just staring at each other.
Does anyone have a deck of cards? We can play Go Fish.
What's that?
Oh, well, I'll deal you 7 cards, and then we take turns asking each other what we have. And if you have it, then you get it. But if you don't have it, and I ask, hey, do you have any 8s? And then you say, and you don't have it in your hand, you say, go fish. And then I draw another card, and then it's your turn. And then you ask me what the card is. And if I have it, then I give it to you. And whoever has the most pairs at the end of the game is the winner. It's a fun game.
But I can also lie, right?
Well, that would be a sin. You're not really supposed to do that, but you're not really supposed to do. But I don't see why we'd lie, Delphine. After all, you're a sister of the flock, and
I'm Delphine right now, not Elizabeth. How
Oh.
really?
well, do you want to learn pick up on your tutorials of your blood magic? That way, you can get better at thermitage. And since you're
Yeah, we
playing
could probably
Tremere,
do that later after the visit, since you're coming soon. We don't have time right now.
good idea. Thank you, Delphine. You really keep on me on the straight and narrow.
No problem. I really love.
So, question: do vampires, out of character, obviously, do they consume drinks, for example, or do they eat random stuff, or is it just blood and they puke everything else, or something?
The latter. In a normal situation, vampires who haven't got ridiculously high levels of humanity can only consume blood. And if you try to consume anything else, food or drink, you will almost immediately vomit it forth back up again. You can, however, temporarily reactivate your internal organs by rousing the blood that lasts for a scene. And during that scene, you can hold down food, you can hold down drink. It will come back up again eventually, but you can masquerade as a mortal for that period.
Yeah, it's more like there's no point someone would do that in their haven.
When you do that, you also reactivate your taste, so you can eat and drink and enjoy food. You just don't derive any nutritional benefit from it. So there are vampires, for example, that really still enjoy eating and drinking, or particularly like wine, for example, or alcohol, like in a social setting. You won't get drunk off of it, but you can imbibe it if you choose to do so.
Wouldn't do. I'll just ask Killian, do you think it was a good idea to also ask for Isabella to come? I think we should see the leader by herself. It would make things simpler, because we're basically asking her to betray Isabella as well. I don't think how she will react.
We're asking her to make a decision as leader of a coterie. She would have to take that back to her coterie anyway. And also, I don't think there's enough trust between us for her to come on her own anyway. So she was always going to bring at least one member. I think we're lucky that it's just one and not the whole pack. Coterie.
Are you guys all sitting around in the sitting room, or are you?
I would imagine so.
I'm sitting. Yeah.
I came downstairs after changing. Now
I'm leaning against the wall like an edgelord.
I'm sitting next to Harvey, and we were talking on a sofa.
I should very much like for you all to make a wits plus awareness roll for me, please. Peter, as chief edgelord of the party, I'm going to reward you 1 additional die.
Oh my.
One success.
Oh, it's...
You, ha ha ha.
The edgelord sees everything.
Does anybody wish to spend a willpower to enhance their roll?
No.
Cool beans. Midnight rolls up. What is time for the meeting? Minutes pass. 5 minutes, 10 minutes. You're starting to get a little bit edgy because you don't anticipate. Those of you, Harvey and Killian, know the Phantom Court is not known for being late. They're punctual and efficient. So when it gets to about midnight, it's a little bit of a concern.
Can I go and pick up the phone and try to phone them?
You dial the number, it rings 8, 9, 10 times, no answer.
Have a look outside the front of the house. Is there anything suspicious? Any activity? Is there any...
Do you want to make another wits plus awareness roll for me, please?
Another one success.
You do not see anything suspicious outside. But as you're about to close the door, as you're literally walking in, you turn to close the door, you see headlights of a car pulling up into the driveway.
I shall stand by the door and see who it is.
A expensive looking car pulls up. Black vehicle, blacked out windows, pulls up. The headlights turn off. And the driver's side and passenger side doors open. And you see Isabella and Celine step out. They look very serious. They don't seem to be talking with one another. And they step across the driveway and to the front door.
So, welcome to my haven. Please feel free to come in. We were expecting you a bit earlier. Have you had any difficulties tonight?
A little delay. Nothing to worry about.
Why don't you come in when we start the meeting?
Of course. Celine steps forward. Isabella, whereas normally you're used to Isabella being confident and taking the fore, she is very much behind Celine. And Celine's very much in charge from her body language. And Isabella is very much a second in this.
I will lead them through to the sitting room where everyone else is.
They walk in. They don't make comment on the house. They don't seem to look around or anything there. It's very business-like. Celine she has short dark hair. She's wearing a suit, sort of a grey-coloured suit in a modern cut with no tie. The blouse she's wearing is collarless, and she has a waistcoat underneath. She walks into the sitting room and looks at you.
As she walks in, I will stand up and do this with my dress to greet her and smile my fakest possible smile at them. That's it, and then sit back next to Harvey.
Stand up and make a nod, acknowledge their presence. I won't sit down until they're seated. I'll wait for them to be seated first.
She walks into the room and walks to the fireplace and leans against it. Isabella falls into step and so basically stands behind her. So slightly she stands to her right and behind her, propped up against the wall.
Harvey Lee will stand up, and when he sees that they're just standing by the fireplace, he'll sit back down next to Delphine, keeping a close eye on them.
I guess I won't be standing down.
Yes, so Killian will be the last one in the room. We'll close the door. If they are standing, he will stand. He will lean on the back of a chair. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for the invitation. We've been curious about your setup.
How so?
We've been curious about how you're set up.
We've been busy last couple of nights. We've had some moderate success against the Revenants. We think we're in a position to pretty much take that territory quite quickly.
Interesting.
We would like to discuss terms where you cede the game, and in exchange we allow you to stay in the domain at the end.
Why on earth would we do that?
We would offer you compensation in the form of a gift from the prince.
What possible compensation could you give us that would rival that of the domain in its entirety? And the debt will be owed to the winners. It's a signet ring.
It's Seal. You were aware there was a game played last night. We didn't see you. We didn't know if you just didn't bother locking up. But you were aware there was a game played last night. A game which we won.
Why would you want to hand over such a valuable prize?
Because we received the domain. We will then join forces, take out Gaston, and at that point the game will be finished. This coterie here will be the winners. We will have the charge of the domain, and as per terms and conditions, we will allow your coterie to stay in the domain.
That's interesting. What about the revolutionaries?
We've made significant gains against the revolutionaries at the moment. We have 2 left we are concerned about. And we think if you were to join us in a show of force, then we could maybe take out Gaston and the other would fall in line. Gaston's a lunatic. He won't agree to any parley or terms. He lives to fight and kill.
Yes, I believe you're correct. You Your proposal is interesting. I'm not sure how the rest of my coterie will take it, but it seems to me that what you want from the Phantom Court is in action.
Not entirely. We would
Mhm.
like you to cede domain. We would like your support as we go after Gaston and possibly Soraya.
And what's to stop us from approaching Gaston and joining his side instead?
Good luck with that. I hear he's highly approachable and quite often listens to reason.
He can be manipulated.
Gaston is at least one man down, if not three. But he has limited resources, though he's not fully aware of how limited. He is in the weakest position of the three of us at the moment, I would say. He probably doesn't realise that, but he is. Can I ask you a character question quickly?
Of course.
When our three coterie members were killed, how quickly did the prince replace them?
Within a couple of nights.
And have we heard any whispers of Alistair being replaced?
You have not.
That's our proposal.
I would be inclined to consider your proposal of our ceding our territories to you on the understanding that you would give us this gift and we would be allowed to carve out our own territory within yours in perpetuity. You would give us rights to stay within the domain
Yes, you
and,
would have
feeding rights within the
yeah.
area that we wish to hunt.
It would be our domain, but within that domain, you would have an area where you were within the whole domain. We would give you rights to feed, but there would be an area which would be nominally under your control.
Yes, we would become vassals to you as our lords. Yes, I understand how this works. We would be prepared to consider doing so once the revolutionaries are out of the picture. Once the revolutionaries are gone, the writing is on the wall. And it comes down to a straight conflict between yourselves and the court, the Phantom Court. And I don't know how that would go. We're no slouches when it comes to conflict, but you have some unknown elements, she says, looking at the three newer members of the team. And frankly, I don't particularly relish the time investment of learning your capabilities while fighting you off. If you can deal with the revolutionaries, we would be prepared to accept your terms.
Why don't you give us a night or two and then we'll reconvene?
I'll have words with the coterie.
Look forward to hearing from you.
I must admit, I suspected that this was going to be a trap.
No, we're not particularly bloodthirsty. I don't want to kill all of you.
Yeah, only thirsty.
Only thirsty here. We're not Gaston. We can be reasonable, and it saves us all much pain and angst.
It does, but we don't necessarily know that for certain, or didn't necessarily know that for certain. So we, in the spirit of friendliness, I think it's only fair to let you know that had you taken this opportunity to attempt to deal with us in a more physical capacity, we had some contingency plans in place.
Would those contingency plans include assistance from the revolutionaries?
Good gods, no.
Well, in that case, I am fine.
She looks out of the window and she scratches the side of her face, and a little red dot appears on the side of her head and then scans across the room and ends up on whoever is sitting in the nearest chair to her.
Outside help?
We don't need outside help.
Well, in that case, I'm very pleased this didn't turn into something unpleasant.
I too am very pleased, and I'm intrigued by your proposition. I didn't anticipate this.
Would any of you two like a blood bag?
Thank you, no. We thought it polite to feed before we arrived.
Just checking. Since we're all friendly here.
Wouldn't want to turn up hungry. That's bad form.
True, but you never know on the way. Things happen. You can never tell.
Yes.
But I'm happy that you didn't have to get the cat out for that laser pointer that you got. I don't know what that is, but I seen it on one of those videos that I saw someone have one time. A little cat with that little red dot. It's chasing it all the time, trying to get it. I don't really know what it is.
Oh, it's a modern sight for a high-powered sniper rifle.
Oh.
Where'd you get weapons like that?
Our coterie is not unconnected.
Nice.
We like to take our time and prepare for things.
Well, I'm really happy that we're able to break bread and talk and everything instead of being like a Philistine and killing one another.
Agreed.
Do you have any information with us about the revolutionaries, since you're so well connected? We've heard that Gaston is out on a spree of some sorts lately. Probably he's mad about losing a fellow vampire of his.
Yes, you asked why we didn't go looking for the seal. The reason we didn't go looking for the seal was because we knew Gaston was going to be out hunting anyone looking for the seal. And in my mind, it was an obvious trap.
He was there. We avoided him.
It was a risk that we weren't prepared to take.
Is he still in that area? Like, I say the area's name, I don't remember. One near the gallery, was it? Where we faced the ghouls?
Was Clutch?
Clutchy. The central area of the domain. Is he sealing it? No, but if he's hunting that area for anyone looking for the seal and assumedly looking for the seal at the same time, that's not a place we have any particular burning desire to attend. There's no point in provoking conflict where there's none necessary.
I totally agree. What can you tell us about Soraya?
Soraya is an interesting character. She is not typical for a Bruja. While she is possessed of the same frustrations that her clanmates have, the rage, she focuses it more into activism than into conflict. She is actually quite an accomplished diplomat. She considers things in much more of a long-term capacity. We've always been a little bit unsure as to why Soraya threw in with Gaston in the first place, because he's like her polar opposite. Initially, Isabella had some positive relationship built up with Soraya, but that seems to have dwindled a little as time's gone on. We haven't really heard anything from her for a little while.
As I say, give us 2 evenings and we'll be back in contact.
Very well. This went better than I thought it would.
I think this went very well indeed. Thank you for your time.
She nods. She pauses for about 2 or 3 seconds, and then, and while doing so, she looks into the face of each of you, and then walks out. Isabella following in her steps.
I shall follow behind them, walk them to the door, usher them out, close the door, walk back to the room.
Before they walk out, all right, y'all be safe now, and bless you.
Celine doesn't look back, but Isabella does, and she smiles.
Harvey will smile back and wave.
So Isabella, during the entire meeting, was silent, right?
Yes, absolutely.
And poker face? No reactions about...
So your encounter with Isabella before, she was vibrant and expressive and maybe a little bit flirty. And this was a very different person. This was a person who was subdued, subservient, and not expressive at all. You watch them leave. They step out of the building and walk to the car. Get in.
I'll go back to the sitting room.
Are there shutters on the windows? I imagine
I
so.
imagine. Well, you tell me.
Yeah, they are, and we will be shutting them. So.
Harvey Lee will be like, I don't want that thing on my head. I just don't want to get shot. I thought that maybe...
the red dot moved across onto... I'm imagining it was Bruno. Moved across onto Bruno's forehead for a brief second, then turned off.
It's fine. Harvey Lee is still just closing the drapes and the shutters and all, closing the curtains to be sure. Don't want them. Nope.
It is worrisome that they managed to do that in our house, in our domain, but...
It's a central. There'll be a ways away. So, but we need to be cautious about open windows and who can see in. They're obviously very well equipped.
I'm glad we were able to bribe them out of this. They seem tougher to deal with than the revolutionaries.
They're a little more canny, aren't they? So, we've got 2 targets. We've got Soraya and we've got Gaston. Do we try to reason with Soraya, or do we just try to kill Soraya, or do we go after Gaston?
What's the plan of approaching either one of those 2 options?
If we go after... Either way, I think we're going to have to phone Octavia. We're going to have to phone Octavia and see if she would join a coterie with Soraya, because I think her proposal is that she joined our coterie. Would she be happy for Soraya to be part of that? Then we would ask Victor to help us find either or, and then we would track them down and try to take them out as we did with Alistair.
I like group action again.
I can play dead again. I don't mind.
I could try something this time. It's been 3 nights. I haven't done anything. Feel like.
Oh, so you want to play? You want to be debate? It's fine. I totally understand. And yeah, sure.
A different kind of bait. Love.
Do you think is a meeting with Octavia, Victor, and Soraya possible? without the leader, basically. That's what I'm asking.
We could ask the question. I think either way, we need to get in touch with, I want to say, Octavia.
Maybe if she sees all 7 of us, maybe she'll think twice about being loyal to Gaston. I don't know how her brain works. She sounds like the loyal sort, to be honest. I think she would
Soraya?
have. That's the image I have painted of her.
That's pretty much the image I have as well. Because what's her name? Celine, the boss of the other coterie that just was here.
Yep.
When she was here, when she said, "Oh, I'm surprised that she is in the same coterie with Gaston," my first thought was, well, there has to be a reason that she's loyal to him. I don't think she will just leave unless he's dead. Maybe.
The thing is, if Octavia, who is basically the second in command, right, of the revolutionaries, does the talking, let's say, maybe it will feel less of a betrayal rather
we
than
don't
us
know.
doing it.
Maybe they have one of those blood bonds, like Soraya and Gaston, and then
No idea. Then it's better if we kill her, basically, if that's true. But
I don't know. I just think
don't
it's
know
a
if that's the
safer
case.
option for us. Not to assume that she would betray the leader. Gaston is a brute too. All the more reason for her to be loyal to him.
Why don't I go and phone Octavia, see what she thinks, and see where we go from there.
I think if we meet up solo with either one of them, we can probably take them. I think we should just avoid taking both of them at the same, basically.
Chris, I'll make a call to the number I normally use for Octavia. See if she answers.
It picks up on the 3rd ring.
Hello,
Listen.
Octavia. It's Killian.
Sarah, darling, how are you?
We're superb. We'd like to order another dress, but we would like an in-person fitting this time to make sure it's exactly what we need.
That's a little... When?
At your convenience, but within the next night or so. Ideally tonight.
I could come now.
That would be perfect.
If it's that pressing.
It's very pressing. I think we might maybe drawing to a conclusion.
Very well, my dear. If the party is going to be that soon, I suppose we can't do anything about it. I will contact my people and arrange for someone to come to accompany me to arrange for a fitting. Any particular location you have in mind? Your apartment?
My apartment would be perfect.
I'll make an effort to try and sort that out as soon as possible for you.
Superb. Thank you very much.
She hangs up.
Is
Well,
she
if
with
she's-
Gaston all the time? Does she have to mask it all the time?
Well, we're together all the time.
Maybe we should change that. Also, I wonder whether she will actually bring us a dress to make her cover story more believable. I'd like that.
I'm sorry, dear,
I'll tell you
but I
what,
don't think
when
it
she
will
gets here,
happen.
we'll actually give you a fit. You can have a fitting at the same time, yeah?
If someone is following, then they would actually believe it.
Do we know where the dress cover comes from, Chris? Do we have any idea if she's into that sort of thing in her downtime, or is it just something she's randomly pulling out the air? Do we know?
You don't know, but it's the second time she's used the same cover.
Consistency is key.
Maybe she's the
Maybe.
dressmaker. I'll ask her about
Wow. Definitely joined the coterie, didn't she?
If she's a dressmaker, she could probably tailor and get us all new suits. It'd be great.
it. True, and I can tolerate her.
A Bruja dressmaker.
She's not Voodoo.
She's not?
No.
What was she?
I think Toreador.
Entry.
Okay.
One of you bastards.
That makes sense. That could work. Maybe.
Chris will hang about and wait.
Okay. About an hour and a half later, a car pulls up into the drive and a van follows it. You see, I'm imagining you're looking through the peephole of the door and you can see that she gets out of the car. She's on her own. But an older looking man steps out of the van. He walks to the back and he brings a very large case with him. It looks like it could be almost the size of a wardrobe on wheels.
Killian, she brought the dress?
We will. Oh, why don't you open the door, Sarah? She talks about a meeting of Sarah Jane and dress fitting. So, anyone watching, why don't you open the door and have them in?
Of course. I walk to the door. I look down at my dress, which is currently red, and I think about how it's time to change it because I've had it for an entire scene. So I open the door. Oh, hello! It's so great to see you, Octavia.
Darling,
This
she
is my
steps
dress.
forward and puts her arms around you.
I put my arms around her as well, around her waist. It lasts. I'll let go.
This is my man. He'll be able to sort you out.
I turn to the man. Hello, are those my dresses inside? Oh, you're such a lifesaver. Please come in.
The man's like an elderly. He's probably in his 70s. He has slightly long, slightly messy hair. He has a pair of wire-framed spectacles on the end of his nose and a pencil tucked behind his ear. But he's wearing a beautifully fitted suit. No jacket, with waistcoat and shirt and tie. Beautifully fitted trousers and very shiny, quite expensive-looking posh shoes. He has around his waist a belt with a pouch attached to the side of it, and it has pencils and needles and a tape measure and things attached to the outside of it. He's obviously a designer or a seamstress or something like that. A seamstress in description.
Well, all the same, I keep the door open. I look very excited as I lead them in.
He pulls the large wardrobe on wheels. It's made of, it's like a Kevlar case. It's quite tall, but it's on fairly large wheels, and he pulls it up into the house.
Can he do it by himself, or does it look heavy for him?
It looks heavy, but he seems to be able to manage it by himself.
Alright, then. As he enters, does Octavia follow? As she enters, I close the door, and while I do, I say, "Oh my god, I can't wait to try on the dresses." I say it as loud as I can, for anyone listening to hear that. And then I turn around, and I say, "Killian, guests are here. I guess I will entertain the guests for a while. So, would you like to drink something, Octavia? Some wine, perhaps?" And I look
No.
at her like...
Not necessary to maintain the masquerade now the door is closed, my dear. My man will just wait.
Alright, well, I didn't know about him. So...
He is one of my boutique owners.
Oh, alright. I understand now. Out of character, here's a goal, right?
He is a ghoul.
Oh, I understand. Well, make yourself comfortable in our sitting room, because Killian will be with you right in a second. The rest are already there.
As she walks into the sitting room, she looks at the windows. Are the windows, the shutters closed?
After what happened earlier,
As soon as she notices they're closed, she walks in and she sits down.
I follow, but I
You
glance at the
following?
man. I glance at the ghoul.
No, the ghoul's standing by the front door with a case.
Yeah. Between you and me, are there actually any dresses in there?
Well, it wouldn't be much of a cover if I didn't bring some supplies with me in case I was caught.
I might take a look while you talk to Killian, if I can.
Of course.
I walk up, hang out with the ghoul.
He seems actually really happy to actually be doing his job. And he opens the case, and when it opens, it folds open, and there are 2 rails on the inside, and they contain a selection of really quite beautiful couture dresses. All of them beautifully made. You know what you know what you're looking at?
Me?
Let's do a little roll to see if you know what you're looking at.
Sure.
Let's go with, I don't even know what we can go with.
Etiquette, maybe?
Let's try etiquette and probably intelligence or wits.
Sure. Let's go with... It doesn't matter for me, it's the same. Intelligence.
These are expensive couture dresses, beautifully crafted, looking like you quickly look over the dresses, you look at the stitching, you look at the style of them. There's styles that go, they're all very modern, but they're all modern style dresses based on historical designs that have been upgraded to fall into line with what is considered to be modern chic. You would not be surprised to see any of these dresses in high society and anywhere in high society. Honestly, this is a treasure trove of beautiful dresses.
I will just enjoy myself looking through the dresses while
Is
they
Sarah
talk.
still in the same room, or is she going to a different room?
Delphine, I think, is in the
Delphine,
hallway,
sorry.
right?
Delphine was in the sitting room and she walked out into the hall because the guy is standing in the hall.
If we leave the door open, punches don't exclude Delphine from the conversation.
Don't worry, Killian. We'll see her in 2 hours. I think she's really excited right now.
Yeah, she excluded herself.
The elder man is excitedly taking measurements from Delphine.
Very excited. Oh, Delphine goes, "Wait, do you need me to take this dress off, or should I ask the ghoul?" No, but they can't hear. And in the moment I say that, I turn around Close the door to the sitting room. And then you hear something dropping. Sounds like a dress.
Octavia rolls her eyes.
Now we need this blood magic that does open door.
I don't think you
Learn
that's not the
that ritual.
magic.
Yeah?
Hmm.
There's got to be a vampire equivalent to the knock spell in D&D.
Maybe. I can just picture the ghoul when she asks, like, do I need to get undressed? And the ghoul's like,
All that behind closed doors.
We will sit down with Isabella.
Octavia.
Saga, apologies.
Octavia's already, when you walk into the room, Octavia is already sitting down.
We've had an interesting chat with Phantom Court tonight. We think we may be in a position to get them to seed the game. Our two outliers, our two issues, maybe one issue, and this is why we've asked for your advice. If we were to take out Gaston, do you believe that Soraya would join you and Victor? Do you want Soraya to join you and Victor?
Yes.
You do? Yes to both?
Yes to having Soraya. If we can get her out from under Gaston, then that would be much better.
Do you think she would be open to the same arrangement as you have?
Perhaps.
And how do we safely contact her?
I could make arrangements, but I can make arrangements for her to be in a particular location, for you to be able to have a conversation with her.
Mm-hmm.
But you need to be aware that if this conversation doesn't go well, you need to put her down. Because if she walks away from that conversation and she isn't 100% on your side, she will go back and tell Gaston everything, and then we're dead.
What if we took out Gaston first?
I think you need to... Ryan changes the nature of the situation. Gaston has a lot of ghouls. I know you've already encountered some of this, and his eyes are everywhere. It's one of the reasons why I have to maintain this pretense every time we have a conversation. I can't guarantee I'm not being watched.
Happily for you, it is no longer a pretense.
Well, that depends if your companion has the kind of money to afford these dresses.
Very good question. Anyway, if you can find... That's our next step. Then you let us know where we can find Soraya. We will talk to her, and if we can't resolve something 100%, then we will take action.
I can make arrangements. Often Victor's currently keeping Gaston amused. I can make arrangements to have Victor take Soraya somewhere where you can have a conversation with her. But as I say, you need to know if that conversation doesn't go well, you need to be putting her down. I can't risk it.
I understand. Alistair's very quick and nearly got away from us.
Yes.
Through use of disciplines.
Yes.
Do you know if Soraya has the same capabilities?
She's very quick and very strong.
It's that ability to get away that worries me.
I can understand that. Controlling your environment is probably your best bet.
Agreed.
The easiest way for me to get her away would be to get her to go to one of my boutiques. I can fabricate some kind of emergency that I need her assistance with.
You can do that and give us the address, that we can meet her there. And as you say, in close quarters, it's going to be harder for her to blink away.
Do you think she will react in a civilized manner when she sees an opposing coterie in that gallery?
It very much depends on how you approach her. If you approach her with open hands, then she'll talk. She's unlike Gaston. Gaston believes that might makes right. Strikes first and asks questions later. He is filled with rage all of the time. And as a result, he reacts poorly to any situation that's presented to him. Soraya is cursed with the same rage, but she knows how to negotiate. She knows how to intimidate. And she knows when she has to fight. She's more calculated. She will be a formidable foe if you have to fight her, but if you approach her right, that won't be necessary.
I think that every time I see Gaston as well. If you can make the arrangements, then we will meet at the boutique.
She reaches into her jacket pocket and takes a mobile telephone out. It's not a mod, it's like a flip phone. She opens it up and dials a number. She doesn't make a seat, like she does this openly in front of you while she's still seated. Victor, tell Soraya I need her at one of my boutiques. She gives an address, which is very close to the center of the domain. where you were on the main road that runs down the middle of the domain, where you were effectively looking for the seal previously, on the revolutionary side, there's a road that runs down the back of it, and she gives an address down there. Tell her I have a customer that I need some assistance with. She pauses for a second, and then she hangs up. Sarai sometimes helps me with difficult customers. It's the easiest way to get her there. She'll be on guard when she arrives. Make your opening conversation as good as you can make it.
So, as she says that, Delphine will open the door and say, "There is absolutely no dress in there that fits me perfectly. Are these all the dresses that you have, Octavia?"
Delphine, that's why the man is here.
Well, I heard something about the whole boutique. How about I go there and check the dresses there?
The whole point is you find a dress you like, and the man will make it fit you perfectly.
I look at Killian. Killian, can I go with you on this trip that I heard you guys talking about?
I would be delighted for you to join us at the boutique. We are not dress shopping at the boutique. We are talking to a very dangerous person. You would need to be focused.
Yeah, well, of course, but I can also be the bait.
Question there. Are you coming as well, Miss Isabella? Miss Octavia, are you coming with us as well?
I'd rather not be there.
Just in case you guys have to off her.
Well, that does make sense.
You can go with my man.
Let's go.
And do you mind if we shop for dresses after it's all done and said?
I
everything?
don't care what you do after that.
I was making sure before
They are
a little late here.
She glances around the haven a little bit and then looks back at Delphine. They are expensive dresses.
Yes, they're expensive. And this is not my haven. I'm just temporarily here, alright?
Oh, just temporarily on hard times, I understand.
It's the little game of the prince and so on. I don't have time to dance, so I don't have time to get any money. But it's alright, I got some savings. Don't you worry about that.
Very well. Octavia gets out of her chair.
Harvey will stand.
She walks into the hallway and addresses the man. Follow these people's instruction for the rest of the night. Whatever they tell you is my word.
Oh, I'm not to abuse that.
Free dresses for Delphine.
Yeah, basically.
50% off.
She turns and looks at Delphine hard for a second and doesn't say anything. And then she turns to and walks out the door.
Okay, so should we go? Not miss the appointment.
You dissed your house pretty hard, Killian. I don't know how I'd take that if I were you.
Well, I'm not overly fussed, to be honest. It is what it is. And it's more special than first glance shows. So I'm more than happy for people to underestimate it.
Plus, she's very reasonable.
Very reasonable event. Thank you. So, the guy's got a van.
Large Mercedes Sprinter van.
I think, my view is if we all got in the back of the van, there's less chance of us being ambushed.
100%.
So, as a group, I would suggest we do that. It does mean if anything goes wrong, we're on foot, but push comes to shove, we can flag someone down, drag them out, and steal a car.
So we will go with the Ghoul's van.
I think so. I think
Have
it gives us
we-
advantage.
Is our van still in that parking lot? Did we ever retrieve it? I didn't remember that.
I can't recall.
No.
I think it's still there,
But
to be honest.
did we-
He is still there.
Did we bring the stolen van? Or did
Yeah.
we leave it?
Didn't we burn it? Didn't Harvey burn it?
Well, that was the first one. Then
That's true. No, you're right. You're quite correct. You burnt the stolen vehicle and you circled back and took your van back.
Then we are not vanless?
Maybe we split then? Is there any point in splitting
I
it?
would just worry that if Gaston's looking for the van, if he's still out prowling,
Fair enough.
to get under his radar.
Good idea. Then it's safer. He can drive us back.
Harvey Lee will go upstairs and change into his warded clothes. That way he's all prepared.
Killian will do the same.
I don't expect
everyone-
any changed clothes. I don't know.
Been in the same clothes for like 3 nights?
I haven't thought about it actually, but let's say I change to the ones that are.
You're don't sweat, so
Right.
I mean,
I'm
you
just
can wear the
making-
same clothes every night forever, and it would be fine.
Dirty from just you walking, sitting,
Your
Going
clothes get
dirty
dirty from
places.
walking.
From Victor.
from blood, and you still pick up dirt from your environment.
I was
Yeah.
also saying that I changed it to the word it closed to, so later on if something's happened, then you ask if we're in our word it closed. So
So Finn look at Angelus and say, what do you think about all this, Angelus? You haven't said anything the entire time while the two were here.
Getting ready to strike. No point in changing wardrobe when it's gonna get messy at the end of the night.
So what, you have your sword with you? Or
Yeah, I have it right here. You want to taste?
does it have any blood on it?
Only one way to find out.
It's alright, my hunger is too low right now to risk it. I take out my dagger and I check whether there's blood on it. Is there blood on it, Jim?
No.
Alright, great. I put it back then, making sure it doesn't ruin my dress into my
Did
like.
you even use the dagger?
Yeah, I did. I threw it on Alistar. And so I returned it to my that tie thing under the dress because the dress has a slit and then there's that tie thing for the knife. And then I get out. All cool and all.
Are we gonna go on foot?
No, we
No, we're
said
going in the
we'll
back of
go
the
with
printer
one.
van.
Any objections with that?
Let's roll for drive-by event number 3.
No, Ghoul will drive. You know.
Drive. You guys are all in the back of the sprinter van, which once you climb inside and close the door is pitch black.
Can I sit next to the driver? He likes me, no?
I think
Yeah,
that's
the
besides
idea
the
is-
point of
Yeah.
You're gonna help him drive?
No! It's a no. I am there because
I'd give
I
you a
am.
further discount.
Shut up. I have already full discount. So I sit
I
next to
pay you.
him. I sit next to him because I am the supposed customer. It's a part of the entire thing, right? They don't know how I look like. I'm new. I disguised
He
last
takes
time.
the customer on a ride with their van.
Cool. Shut up now. Angelus, intelligence is not your like thing, right? Just let me do the thing. Can I
Fine
not?
by me, she can go sit in front. I don't have to listen to her during the ride.
Okay.
Like,
We can get wherever they want in the van, and we are going.
Okay. Anyone else riding up front?
no.
Okay. In the back of the van, as I said, the back of the van is pitch black. It's not designed for people to ride in. It's empty, but for the large wardrobe on wheels, kind of comes into place so it doesn't roll around. And Delphine gets into the front. It starts the engine and drives from your haven directly back to the boutique.
the roll. Why
Yeah,
would you
sure.
one
like?
success, guys. It's fine.
He has 50 years of driving experience. Come on, give him a break.
It's not his drive roll.
Maybe it's on.
Vera, I
Yeah?
would like you to make a wits plus stealth roll, please.
Alright. 1 second.
Would she need to do that? Oh wait, it's because she's sitting in the front.
Okay. Oh my god.
Is that critical?
That's a very messy critical.
Why? There's only there's 3 good ones and 1 bad one, right?
Yeah.
Is that
You scored a lot of successes there. That's 6 successes in total.
okay?
How is this going to manifest?
6 successes. What?
Yeah, because
She's
it's
a
critical.
10's a success. 2
3 tens.
10s is a 3 successes. So she's rolled
3 tens.
4
I got-
10s,
Oh, okay.
6 successes.
Yeah.
10 is 1 success, 2 10s is 3 successes.
It's 4 successes. No, it's 8 successes in total.
Oh, okay. Is it cute?
Yeah, 2 tens is 4,
And the other one?
4 successes. You've come up with a 10 on the right. So the van's driving down the road, and you see somebody that you recognise outside of the street. It's that woman that was walking the dog, the ghoul that was walking the dog, either walking around with a dog lead in her hand, looking for her dog. And you see her glancing towards the van. The van's driving down the road towards you. I think we'll do it this way. I don't think there's a logical way to do this as a natural frenzy, so do it as a bane instead.
Don't know what that is, so great.
Nod, yeah.
Successes must be good. Yeah. yeah.
It's good. So you see her with plenty of time, and you slide down in your chair so that your seat, so that you're not in sight. You're pretty sure you've caught it long before she has an opportunity to see you in the passenger seat. You go down into the footwell of the seat and stay hidden. As you're doing that, you can feel in the pit of your stomach your beast writhing.
What? My beast?
Your beast.
I'm a beast.
Within each of you, all vampires, there is a beast. It's not a physical thing.
Mhm.
In many ways, it's a spiritual or mental thing. Effectively, your basest thoughts and desires.
Uh-huh.
Beast is the thing that makes you want to feed. And in this circumstance, you've rolled a messy critical, which basically means that your beast files and tries to deal with the situation as efficiently and quickly as possible, but there isn't anything for it to do. So feel it writhing within you. As a result, your Bane kicks in. So the Toreador Bane, you basically get a compulsion. Toreador Bane is about beauty and ugliness.
I'm not a Toreador, by the way.
Oh, no, you're not, are you? What?
I'm a Malkavian.
No, that's
Oh,
different.
great. That's
Even better. Oh, you're quite right. I'd forgotten all about that.
And we're off to the
Yeah, I mean,
races.
I've been pretending the entire time, so...
If you just helped him to drive, you would have been hidden. This wouldn't have happened. Then the beast that happens. But
We need to decide. This is going to affect your physical, social, or mental.
Oh, okay, so it's like a temporary thing or what? I don't really get it.
It's a temporary thing. It's going to last for a scene.
Okay, I need to decide whether it's gonna affect my physical,
Yeah. So this is your
social,
madness.
or
So your
mental.
madness now manifests because of this.
Okay.
Okay. We need to decide how your madness manifests and whether or not it's going to affect your physical, social, or your mental traits in the
Okay.
process.
Let's say you can decide between the social and the mental.
Let's go to social.
Alright?
What's your blood potency?
I think it's quite low. Let me check. Just need to see where to check that. Blood and XP, right? Or not? Yeah, it's only one.
It's only one. Okay, so you're going to take a 1 die penalty on any social-based roll in the next scene, and this is your madness manifesting. So whatever quirks that go with that madness will play out during this scene.
Alright. Okay. Get it. So I just, what my madness is, and then whatever it has to do with that, now it's stronger, right?
100%.
Alright, that's gonna be fun for this.
This is the full manifestation of your madness during this period. This is what happens sometimes.
Out of character, we are fucked. Yeah.
Brilliant. Fabulous. All because you wouldn't sit in the back of a dark fucking van.
Well,
Anybody goes in, hey, can I sit in the front? Passenger seat, please.
Maybe we'll find a helicopter.
it's true.
in everything. It's insane in games, in everything. Right?
They find a helicopter and immediately argue over it. Okay, van pulls up to a stop outside a little boutique just off of the main strip. Small, there's a glass front to the store, and there are beautiful dresses hanging from in the window. And on the leg, gets out and unlocks the door.
With the leg?
Yeah,
I clean
pats
it.
you on your thigh.
I clean it and I leave. And also, I suddenly become really obsessed with how my dress looks like. And I wonder whether he soiled it for good.
This is the dude that you took your dress off so he could take his measurements from you. He's already had his hands all over you.
Yeah, things are different now.
Okay. Unlocks the door of the boutique and turns the lights on, and then moves to the back of the van and opens the van.
Let's get on.
Unhooks the wardrobe and wheels it out of the back of the van.
Okay, quick look. Can we see any of Gaston's ghouls?
Negative.
We will pile into the boutique, blissfully unaware of the carnage that is about to follow, thanks to Delphine.
Boutique itself, the showroom side of the boutique, is filled with beautiful couture dresses. Open in the center, there's wooden floorboards. The walls are brickwork, but it's kind of minimalistic. It's the thing that stands out in the place is the rails that not like with thousands of dresses on. They're rails with individual dresses turned to display them individually. Probably maybe 40 dresses in here. They are beautifully. There's a large open area in the center. There is a long, quite wide counter at the back that obviously as a baking table. Bolts of fabric on the wall at the back. Silks, satins, expensive, high-quality fabrics. The man wheels the box to the back and through a door and closes it behind him.
I suggest we ourselves in the boutique in a way that none of us are not immediately visible. Yeah, it can be clearly seen that none of us are carrying or holding any weapons. We have weapons on a person, but we're not holding them. And therefore, when Soraya walks in, she can see us straight away. We're not making no attempt to hide from her, and there are no weapons drawn.
Are you
Because it-
sure that you want no one to be hidden, perhaps by the door in case she tries to leave?
I think we have to go with transparency. I think if you're trying to hide and she sees you, she may well feel it's an ambush.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be that big of a deal if we just killed her.
Why don't we try talking to her first? Because if we kill her in here, think of the damage to all these beautiful dresses.
Yeah, but think of damage to her.
Okay, clearly fucking nuts. Right, so is everyone who's not a couple of marbles short with the proposal?
Is there anyone else in the?
The place was closed before you arrived. He literally had to unlock the door and turn on the lights.
Do we have
Yeah.
a plan for her not escaping if things go bad?
So I think what we do, we talk. Yeah, as we talk, okay, subtly make sure someone is between us and the door. So if she tries to bolt for the door, we could get there.
I think if push comes to shove and the negotiations don't go well, I can convince her to leave the building.
Okay, that's right.
I mean, there is a little changing room. It's not very big, but it wouldn't fit all of you in it. But one of you could possibly sit in the changing room.
I'll go sit in the
I'll just
changing
sit-
room. And Harvey Lee will
I'll
go.
just sit by the door then.
Okay.
Let's just walk past me and
Because it's clear that there's not a trap, there's no one hiding, unless it's Harvey Lee in the changing room, for reasons beyond my knowledge or ability to comprehend. But there we go.
I want to be in the middle of the room. It's the
But
best
you may-
place for me.
You may be in the middle of the room.
Yes, I will.
Have we noticed, our character, have we noticed a change in Delphine at all?
It won't be immediately obvious unless she's broadcasting it.
Like
Okay.
a physical change isn't visible, right?
No.
Oh, okay.
We shall wait.
Minutes pass. You see somebody walk past the window and up to the door. She stops. You see it's Soraya. She has kind of looking skin. She's quite pretty. She's wearing loose colours. The clothing is loose. She's wearing sort of these very kind of loose trousers. Her jacket is long. As she moves, you see that she has a knife attached to her belt. It's mostly concealed by the long coat. She has long, dark hair that's braided. She stops at opens the door, and she's looking through the window at the four of you that are visible. Are you actually visible, or are you obfuscated?
We are visible. We are clearly visible. We're trying to be open about this.
Okay. Look straight at you.
I will nod to her.
How pretty is she exactly?
She's pretty, but she's not stunning.
So she has like traits of being pretty, but not the stunning trait?
She has the lower level trait to you.
Alright. Don't do anything.
my God.
She doesn't open the door. She just looks at Killian.
She's not moving towards the door. Can we move towards the door and open it?
As you move towards the door, she takes several steps back, and you
Okay.
see her reaches across her body, and she places her hand on the hilt of her knife.
I shall open the door and say, Soraya, why don't we have a chat? We don't want any trouble. We don't want any physical confrontation. We simply want to talk.
An ambush.
We would be hidden for an ambush. We've made no attempt to conceal ourselves. We just want to talk.
Fast.
We're tired of the Prince's Little Game. We're tired of the bloodshed. We are tired of playing. And we would like to offer you a proposal. Why not come in and discuss with us? We are all here. There's no one hidden except Harvey Lee, who's in the changing room. We are being open and transparent. We simply want to talk. We have been talking with the Phantom Court. Now we want to talk with you.
Why me?
Because your leader is a psycho and he doesn't do talking.
No. Why me? Why not the others?
Because in our opinion, and that of the Phantom Court, you are the most likely successor should anything happen to Gaston. And to be honest, we're all a little surprised that you're not leading this coterie from the off. We're looking for a peaceful resolution if you will come in and talk to us.
Where's Octavia?
I have no idea.
It's curious that I had instructions to come here because Octavia had a difficult customer.
Oh, that's me.
What have you done with her?
Octavia has
Nothing.
facilitated this meeting, that is all.
She looks surprised.
Will you please come in and talk to us? Gaston has many eyes, and we really don't want to be seeing this deep into your territory.
I'm not very comfortable going in there. Not with all of your companions all ready to pounce upon me.
Then what do you suggest?
Talk here. Talk fast.
We simply want a non-bloody resolution to this ridiculous game. We are offering you your own coterie with Olivia and Victor.
Victor
domain.
as well.
I presume he's part of your pack. Your coterie?
And did you make this opportunity available to Alistair as well?
No, we did not. And nor were we to Gaston. Gaston is a lunatic. He lives for death and destruction. Can't work with him. We could work with you.
Tell me your proposal.
You would run your coterie. What's left of it? I'm guessing Olivia and Victor.
Octavia.
Octavia and Victor. You would have your own area within the domain and feeding rights within the domain. You would be a vassal domain to our domain. There would be no need for bloodshed. We would work together. You, us, the Phantom Court. Between us, we would pool our resources to make a strong domain, as opposed to this ridiculous infighting and killing, which is just wasting time and lives.
It's an interesting proposition, but you want me to give up everything. You want me to give up loyalty to my clansman. You want me to...
madman.
He's my blood. You want me to give up the chance to win the game. And afterwards I'll have a tiny coterie, one that owes fealty to your coterie. So perhaps I need you to sweeten the pot a little.
What would you like?
She looks over your shoulder into the boutique and points at Angelos.
You want Angelos as part of your coterie?
Yes.
That would be a decision that Why not come in and talk to him? It would be a decision that Angelos would need to make. That would make your coterie 4 hours full.
Indeed. It would balance us out.
But Angelos would then lead your coterie.
Oh no.
But why would he leave us for you? Delphine laughs crazily like this.
I've been doing a little digging. I think he would suit my coterie much better than yours.
Why not come in and speak to Angelos directly? If he is happy.
Why are you so eager to coax me into a small room when we can have this conversation very openly on the street?
Because I don't want you running away.
Interesting.
Can I come out now? Does she know? I mean her. I don't mean her any harm or anything. That's why I'm hot. That's why I'm in here, because I just don't want her. I'm gonna do like shenanigans to her.
Step out, witch.
Okay, well, Shalina. And then Harvey will step out with his hands, his palms out and everything. Trey, I'm not doing anything. Not a thing. And then we would turn around. You want my back to you?
Unnecessary.
All right, we're all friends here.
Angelos, do you want to come and talk to Soraya?
Sure thing. Hello, Soraya.
How about it, Angelos? How about
Why
you come
me?
and join with us?
What have you dug up exactly?
You are more martial than the rest of your companions. I could use that.
Maybe then you figure out that I'm the only one that is mostly martial about this coterie. You're trying to undermine it. Its combat prowess.
Quite the contrary. If we accept Killian's deal, we would become tenants. And assumedly part of the requirement of the arrangement would be protecting the domain. It would make sense for the more martial members to be more aligned, organized, structured, disciplined. I think you would be a great boon to our coterie because you could lend us some of your experience, help us become better at protecting the domain. And as a result, your current coterie.
Well, if it comes down to it, I'm more than happy to agree. so hostilities can cease and we can all end this little game. I'm new to this coterie anyways. I wouldn't mind transferring to calm the waters.
Plus, we have more fun.
Doubt it.
Yes,
Hey, man.
sir. You have your man. We have a deal.
What do you plan to do with Gaston?
Get him on his own. Kill him.
Getting on his own will be difficult.
Maybe you can.
I have no interest in betraying Gaston physically. We are from the same blood, but I'll stand aside.
Okay. If you agree to stand aside, at the point we defeat Gaston, you as nominal leader of the revolutionaries, Celine as leader of the Phantom Court, and our coterie will go to the prince and declare the game over, and you two will formally cede to me or to my coterie. Agreed?
Are you the leader of your coterie?
No, Harvey Lee is.
Sorry, repeat that. Harvey Lee is.
Yeah.
Am I talking to you?
Talking to one.
And also, I thought it was wise for you to speak to him instead of me because, again, you know that I'm a witch.
She turns to look at Harvey Lee. Is that agreement acceptable to you?
Why, it is.
Then I will stand on the sidelines.
Do you want to
And once
shake
you
on
go
it?
She takes half a step forward and starts to raise her hand, and then she looks down at her hand and goes, "No, your word is more than sufficient."
Well, if you want to, you can always shake my coterie mate, Killian, here. It'll be much safer. I know my
I'll step
client's
forward and hold her
reputation.
hand.
She looks concerned for a brief second, and then she extends a hand towards Killian.
I'll take a hand and shake it.
I could even do a blood bond if you want.
Binding with the chains of blood.
A mutual one, if you would, like. But if not,
Yeah.
words. I am a man of my words since I'm a man of God.
Well, then, if you're a man of your word, we don't need to exchange blood, do we?
No, that's true. It depends on which one you think is better.
Tell me about Octavia and Victor.
I don't think we should do that without the blood bond. Because you might betray us afterwards.
We have an agreement, do we not?
Octavia has agreed, in principle, to bring you to this place.
Did she say me?
Yes, you
She had no designs on making the coterie for herself.
Nope, none at all. We identified you as the most obvious leader in Gaston's absence. We contacted
Octavia.
and she agreed, on this instance, to arrange a meeting between us. Simple as that.
So they agreed to this as well.
I believe so, yes.
I had no idea.
Why is it so surprising to you?
I thought Octavia would want to take the coterie for herself.
Well, apparently, they thought you were more of a leader than herself.
Fine then, we have an agreement. We'll take to the sidelines. With your permission, I will go hunting in your territory.
Yep.
And then I can be legitimately out of your way.
It's granted.
Once this is over, once you've put Gaston down, Angelos will talk.
Yep.
Nods. She takes several steps backwards, backing away from you with her hands open. When she's about 10 feet away, a couple of meters away, she turns on her heel and walks down the corridor, down the alleyway.
Okay.
Negotiation.
Good place to break.
Let's take a break for 10 minutes and take your bio breaks and come back in 10 minutes.
Yep, and enjoy the art. All right, bye for now.
Welcome back. Our camera comes up as the meeting with Soraya has just concluded in the alleyway next to one of Octavia's boutiques. You can see the shape of Soraya in the distance walking down the alleyway.
Is there a phone in the boutique?
There was a phone on the desk.
I'll pick it up and phone Octavia.
As he goes towards the phone, I take a dress from the side and I ask Angelos if he can help me put it on.
No.
But it's your
And
last
I
chance.
signal to him that I want to talk to him, so he should come and help me.
We can talk here. I don't need to address you.
No, you don't. Oh my god! I tried to tell him I'm not actually gonna do that. I just want to talk to you.
All right. Fine, I guess. Jesus.
So I drag him away from the side of the place, and I ask him, so do you actually think that she doesn't have a ulterior motive in dragging you out of here?
How is she going to enforce them?
if just think about what's going to happen after the Prince's Little Game. Do you want to be basically coerced into killing all of us with them? Since you are the
How
martial character.
will I be coerced? I can just camp to you guys and say, they're dealing in bad faith, and I'll just get back to the coterie.
Can you really do that once you're a part of their coterie officially? Aren't you bound
Yes,
to the coterie?
unless
Yep.
you guys don't want me back.
No, but what I mean is, aren't you bound by coterie law or anything to not harm your coterie members? Things like that?
No.
Alright. Well, if you want an alternative to her suggestion, I would just like to tell you that I may have a very good offer for you. Just let me know if you're thinking about it. And I leave.
Alright, that happened, and I leave as well.
I guess we get back in the van and we go back to the Haven.
I'm going to try to phone
Isn't he
Octavia.
calling?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
You dial Octavia's mobile number. She answers.
Octavia,
Killian.
I believe we have an accord with Soraya. She is now hunting in our territory for the rest of the night to be away from Gaston. What we really need is a way to get Gaston on his own, or with as few of his ghouls as possible. We need to take him down tonight before this whole thing falls apart.
Victor has him at the train tracks. I don't know we'll be able to move him from there.
Is he with his full ghouls?
Well, some of them are out. There's perhaps 6 ghouls there at the moment.
What do you reckon, guys? 6 ghouls and Victor. 6 ghouls and Gaston. Will Victor be able to assist?
I think so.
And will you be able to assist?
I'm not sure I'd be very helpful to you.
Let's do this tonight. Victor can keep him there. Maybe you could spread some disinformation about us being seen so he can send his ghouls away, or keep as many of his ghouls away. We will get to the train tracks and try to finish this tonight.
I might have a way to be able to lure some of the ghouls out. I'll make some inquiries. Is this happening now?
Guys, anyone got any objections if it's happening now?
None
And
here.
shoot our shot.
Don't be a pussy.
It's happening now.
I'll make some calls and I'll see if I can lure some of them away.
We're going to borrow your ghoul if you don't mind, just to get us to a point where we can come down the tracks. We're using his van. It's very useful to avoid Gaston's.
Fine.
Delphine, in the back this time, please.
No.
I will pile into the van and tell
Okay.
the ghoul to take us to where the corner of the Revolutionaries and us, where we joined, where we could see the train tracks. So right at the bottom corner where the train tracks are, by the park, and then we'll walk down as we did before.
You can let me know when the madness thing is over, by the way.
So on the way, never. On the way, your mind clears. You sitting in the front seat again?
If you tell me that on the way my mind clears, when it does, I'm gonna slide down. This is because of your madness
All right.
thing.
So you slide down into the. So you sit in the front in the footwell of the. It's really uncomfortable.
I remember what happened before, and I
Okay.
also feel a bit weird about what has happened in the meantime. I feel angry and also very angry that Sarai didn't die, so it really annoys me, and I'm just like, I don't want this to happen again.
So you're on edge. Cool. Good. So he drives without incident to that point. He pulls up in the car park next to the park. You can see the path that leads down to the train tracks. It's not a metalled road or anything. It's literally just like there's a gap in the fence. Obviously, someone's cut through, and there's a well-worn path that leads down to the tracks.
We'll take the same path as we did before. We've all been down here before. Killian will obfuscate and go ahead. And to make sure there are no ghouls hiding and waiting to spot us. And then we will make our way towards where we know Gaston will be.
All right, do a wit stealth roll for me, please, Philip.
Oh, I've got stealth against kindred as a specialty. Does that give me any bonuses?
Not if you're trying to avoid ghouls, no.
One success.
You don't see anybody watching out. You make your way down the tracks. It doesn't take a ferocious amount of time, maybe 10, 15 minutes to walk down the entire length of the tracks. And you get to the same point before where Harvey Lee pretended to be dead. You can see and hear the sound of music playing loud and voices, flickering of flames in the distance. There aren't as many voices as there were before.
I creep forward and have a look. I can see.
Yes. Make a dexterity stealth check. Is that 5?
Was it?
It is. You creep all the way up to the edge of the area is kind of slightly sunken down, where the earth has been compacted over a long period of time. There are 2 sets of train carriages to the left and right, and to the front and back there are piles of mostly scrap metal, some of which have been arranged into the shapes of benches. In the center of the area, there is a old, burnt out, very badly damaged carcass of a car and a burning barrel. You can see the reflections of the light off of the trains themselves, but I'd like you to make a courage. You don't have courage anymore. Can you just make a frenzy check for me? Just difficulty 1.
Who?
Just Phil. Yeah, that's fine. So you steel yourself against it. It's going to be there. It still brings a shudder to you when you see the extent of the fire in front of you, but you steel yourself against it. You can see there are 4 ghouls and Gaston. Gaston is sitting on a bench talking with one of the ghouls. The other 3 are standing, sharing a bottle amongst themselves. Music's playing loud. It seems like a much more subdued gathering than the previous time that you were here.
I will sneak back to the rest of the group and relay the scene. Plans.
We want to do it like last time, only with Delphine.
I don't think someone playing dead is going to work. I think we have
we
to
should
sneak up
strike
on them.
now. Well, they're down. Well, nowhere.
I'm ready.
I can try
Okay.
to be a distraction so you guys can get closer to him, perhaps. Since he doesn't know how I look like, he might think I'm a
think he
human.
does. No,
Does
I think
he?
does. His ghouls have been looking out for you. I think by now he knows what you all look like. I think that's a reasonable assumption.
Alright.
Look, I can obfuscate up to him and strike if you guys, maybe Ivy Lee is ready with some blood magic and you guys can pile in and provide support. I would suggest that maybe that 3 or 4 of us focus on Gaston and 1 or 2 of us focus on the ghouls. Can any of you use mind powers to clear the ghouls?
That's my cue, basically. I'll
Okay.
take care of the ghouls.
I can help with the ghouls as well. Would compel work in this case?
Should do.
I can help with the ghouls then.
So we'll take Gaston. You 2 clear the ghouls, and then help us with Gaston. Anyone got any thoughts?
May we have the blessings of the Lord tonight and be victorious in our ordeals. Amen.
I will
Amen.
obfuscate again, and I will creep up.
So, question: arousing the blood ups what? Was it that?
Any one stat that you wish to, by a number of points dictated to by your blood potency.
So it's a trait. We talk about trait.
Traits, yes.
So if I have blood potency 2, I can up it by 2.
Let me just check.
I think it's still 1.
I think it's still 1 at that level.
That
Blood
would be
potency.
broken. I could up it by 2.
No, it's by it's by 1. If you were one level higher, it would be 2 dice.
I'll still arouse it, to be honest. And I want to up my charisma.
That lasts for a scene.
I'm going to rouse the blood as well and up my strength.
You have to do. Yeah, you have to do a rouse check. There's a button at the bottom of the character sheet.
So Michu's done a rouse check and got a success, so he doesn't get hungry.
I don't get hurt.
I get hungry.
I'll go ahead and do it for my intelligence or whatnot. I get hungry.
What a
Surprise!
I'm not gonna do anything.
I will sneak up. I'll wait until I can see Angelos getting close.
Right, I'm going to need dexterity plus stealth checks from everybody apart from Philip. You've already done yours. I know you're going up again, but you're
That's gonna
you know
be
the way.
So stealth and dexterity?
Correct.
Oh, I knew. I'm great at stealth.
Jesus. Well, Harvey would be stealth if he wasn't reciting the Bible while he was approaching.
Singing glory, hallelujah.
As I walk through the valley of shadow.
Same as we did with Killian just a moment ago. Can you all, apart from Killian, make a frenzy check? Just difficulty 1.
So it's just the button next to the rouse, right?
Correct.
Do I need to change the willpower thing?
Nope.
Because it's different from what mine is.
What does it say?
So when I press it, it tells me 5. My willpower is 3.
Is that showing your current willpower?
I've never used any willpower.
It's not showing my current values. It should input my current values.
Should I put
Sure.
my
Sure.
It wasn't showing my proper humanity.
Is that default 5? Or
Jesus
like,
fucking
what?
Christ. What did the fuck they roll? I don't know.
humanity is humanity? You also need to type your own thing, I think, and
Yeah,
modifiers
but
nothing.
what's the default? What's
The
my
default humanity should be 7 default, unless
7?
you've
Unless you
eaten
lost
someone.
some.
Is it that? Wow. These are big numbers. Oh, cool.
Good. All right.
Roll a crit. He has 5. Sorry.
He does have 5. All you need is 1, though. Basically, you steal yourself because you can see the reflections of the fire and you steal yourself beforehand. But it's still, even with the ridiculous levels of successes that you guys have got, you still feel in the very pit of your stomach, your beast shies away from the flames as soon as you see them. You creep up to the edge of the gathering and quite successfully at it. With the exception of Harvey Lee, who mumbling, probably as has been described, probably mumbling some Bible verse as he gets at the edge of the gathering, everybody turns and looks at him.
So I know they're coming, and as everyone turns to look at him, I am going to strike.
Is it like everybody needs to make a turn now? Or?
So what we're going to do, we're going to go into combat now. So you're striking immediately. So you're going to get effectively a surprise action. So you get to move before everybody else does. Something else is happening at the same time as that. Okay, so what are you doing?
I am taking my hand axe and hitting Gaston in the face.
So you're dropping down from the top of the trains or...
And,
yeah, okay.
And hitting him.
Make an attack roll.
Dex melee, yeah? 3 successes.
He's going to try and dodge. I suppose he can because you're surprising him. He tanks it.
So we can cast spells on the ghouls. Do they count as humans, as in that they cannot resist it or not?
No, they can be targeted.
No, can they resist?
What do you mean?
Vampires,
Well-
if we cast, they can resist. But can ghouls resist, or are they humans where they cannot resist?
They're humans.
Then I will look at one of the ghouls. How many ghouls are there?
What? Hang on a second. So in the first round, Killian drops down and attacks Gaston, right, as a surprise action. At the same time that that's happening, you see a blur of motion coming from within the train carriages, and one of the ghouls, you see the blur of motion move from within one of the train carriages into the center and into the other train carriage, and one of the ghouls gets picked up and taken with it.
Just pull you back. So I've made a successful attack roll. You've said he's tanking it. Do I need to roll damage?
That is damage. Everything's all rolled into one.
So there's no point having a physical strength anymore.
What do you mean?
So I rouse the blood and put more into strength to do more damage.
Yes, so you roll strength plus melee.
I roll dex plus melee.
Roll strength plus melee.
From now on, I'll roll strength plus melee. Fine.
It's all rolled into the same thing.
Fine. No worries.
So you hit him with the axe, and he seems surprised by that. Now we move on to the next round where everyone connect. And yes, Sarah, you can now target one of the ghouls.
I thought it was all in the same round, alright. So how many ghouls are there?
So now there are 3 ghouls left. There's 2 that were originally 3 sharing the bottle. One of them is now gone. And there's the one standing next to Gaston.
There's one of the ghouls standing next to Gaston.
Correct.
I want to compel that ghoul to hit Gaston. Can I do that?
Can you do that?
If not, I have another.
With compel. Let me just check the wording on it. I don't know if this is going to work. Compel.
I think I cannot compel it to kill itself, but other than that, I think other stuff works, no?
I'd imagine too, but who knows?
Oh, yes, unprepared mortals, so no roll is required. Oh, no, wait a minute, that's cloud memory. I'm looking at the wrong one. Vampire can issue command to single. You can do that.
Alright.
You need to make a...
Charisma dominate? You mean
Oh, no,
charisma
no.
intelligence? It says...
No, you don't need to make a roll. It's just the system underneath says no roll is required against an unprepared mortal victim, which ghouls are mortals.
Alright.
If they're prepared and resisting, you have to make a charisma plus dominate versus their intelligence plus resolve roll. So it's a resisted roll, but they're not. This guy's unprepared for it. You don't have to make a roll. So yes, you can absolutely do that.
I will tell him to. So if he has a weapon in hand, I want him to hit Gaston with a weapon. If not, just with a fist.
No, he does. He's unarmed.
Then I want him to try to fist Gaston.
No problem. Anyone else?
Harvey Lee will be doing Extinguished Vitae.
And who is going to be your target?
Gaston.
Killian will be hitting him with the axe again.
Extinguish Vitae.
I gotta do a rouse
Yeah.
check for it. So I'll go ahead and do
that's
that.
fine, you can do that. You're going to tank him with the axe. What about you two?
I want to Gaston to hit the ghoul.
Fine, sure.
I'm gonna melee Gaston.
You're going to strike a Gaston, no problem. Gaston's going to try and get away.
Pussy.
There we go. So everyone rolls at the same time. So if you're doing something, make your rouse check now. Harvey's already done. Oh, you got a success. Well done. Like you.
I know. Look.
Bruno's rolling to hit with the sword.
That's Bruno.
Oh, that's compelled. My apologies. Yes, the compel command. So that's I need to do intelligence plus something else, don't I?
I thought that was the other guy you're trying to resist.
Messy melee.
Vampires always get to resist. Fuck me. You got a messy critical. Right. That's right. So he resists Bruno. The mortal doesn't resist the compulsion and will make an attack as well. Let's do punches in clearing the chops. Killian, you're making an attack as well. Yeah?
More successes.
So that's a total of 3.
Does the axe carry a +1 or something? That's +1 to the dice, isn't it? Yeah, I will get this fucking right at some point.
That's fine. Don't worry about it. It's all good. So 3, 5, 6, 7.
Did Peter add +1 for his sword?
Doesn't this also make him a bit more hungrier too? With the
I think it does more than that.
I can do a wall of text if you want to read it.
Would you mind?
There you go.
So I need to make a stamina plus composure check. So I get 3. How many did you get? 6.
6.
So you win by 3. Increases a hunger by 1, while a critical win increases it by 2. So it's only 3 successes though, unfortunately. I'm not going to bother trying to roll to figure out who just did that because I don't care. So you give him 3 extra hunger dice. Now he's pretty badly fucked immediately.
A win? Is it 3 with? I think it's just 1. No, am I reading this wrong?
The win increases total hunger by 1. Not each success increases.
Oh no, you're quite right. It is
That
by
would
1.
be fucking OP, I think.
That's why I was like, is it 3? Because that's really like.
No, you're quite right. So you got 3. You got 5. So Bruno tries to compel Gaston, and Gaston shakes it off. Delphine compels the ghoul, who suddenly turns and smashes Gaston full in the face with his fist. At the same time, an axe and a sword impact into Gaston's frame as he's attempting to flee. You see he flickers for a brief second in a similar way to the way that Alistair did, attempting to get away, but you guys all smack him at the same time, and while he is flickering, he does manage to move, but he only moves about 3 or 4 feet and then ends up on the floor, unconscious.
Cool. We will hide in and finish him off.
What about the other ghouls?
So the other 2 ghouls turn, and when they see Gaston lying on the floor, they spring forward to an attack against you.
Is it a new turn, a new round now?
So no, they're going to act at the same time. So they're unarmed, so they're basically coming at you with fists. It's not going to be terribly helpful. Let's roll randomly. 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Angelos, you're getting hit by 2. 2 of them are attacking you at the same time with their fists.
That's because you're in his coterie and you're betraying him. They know.
Yeah, they know. Can you take 4 superficial damage for me, please? They wail on you with punches and kicks.
I just want to ask, because I don't know when I'm supposed to use this. I have a toughness power for my disciplines. I'm supposed to use it when I announce what I'm doing, or is it a reactionary thing?
Is it fortitude, toughness? Give me 1 second. Let's have a look. See. Toughness. So that's supposed to last for a scene, so you're supposed to do that at the start of the scene. If you want to make a rouse check now, though, that's fine. If that's a learning curve, I have no objection to you making a rouse.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I just want to know. All right. I take 4 damage. Means that I lower my health by 4.
Correct. If you had that turned on, you would take no damage.
It says cannot reduce below 1, but
How does it? You take 2 damage then.
it's fine. I'll just take the full damage. It's fine.
That's the turn over. Do you want to go through? We can narrate what you're going to do to the two ghouls that are attacking you if you like.
Yes, I think that's fine by me.
I think we'd quickly dispatch the two ghouls and then finish off Gaston.
Okay, so you finish the ghouls off without any difficulty at all. Their combined physicality and mental abilities enable you to overpower those ghouls very easily. I just needed to know if you're going to kill them.
Yes.
It's 3 actually ghouls, isn't there? Because one of them's compelled to attack, and he continues to attack Gaston on the floor.
Chris, if they don't get Gaston's blood, they just revert back to type after a while, don't they?
And kill him.
Who's doing it?
Not me.
I'll kill him because I'm stepping up to finish Gaston. There's a ghoul leaning over punching him, so I'll just kill that guy.
So I'm killing some ghouls too because they're kicking the shit out of me.
All right, so there's 2 ghouls that are attacking you that need to be put down, and one that's currently attacking Gaston.
I'll take that one attacking Gaston.
Take a stain for that.
Yep.
The ones that is attacking you, Angelos, you can take a stain for killing that one as well.
I'll find where stains are.
I'll go ahead and do one as well, like the last one.
You can take a stain for the last one.
It's just like on your humanity, just put at the end a little
dash thing.
the slash.
Yeah.
The same with superficial damage as well.
Gaston now lies unconscious on the floor, in torpor, effectively.
Someone's gonna feast, I guess. Who's it gonna be?
I'm feeling quite hangy, so I'm gonna go drink a bit, but I won't kill him off. Just want to drink a bit.
Well, while you're drinking, Harvey, well, hey, Angelos, it's your turn. I got the last one, so I think you might as well just go ahead and get a good old Gaston. The coup de grace is yours.
You know what? I will not be a pussy. I will drink him.
Are you dabberizing him?
Yes, fuck him.
He might have a lot of resolve.
So you drink, you can empty go down to hunger 1.
0.
Right.
1.
Well, if he killed the ghoul,
If
then
you
he's at
drain
0,
the
right?
ghoul, yeah, you'd be at hunger 0, quite so. He's already incapacitated, so I just need you to make a strength plus resolve test, difficulty 3. You need a total of 2 successes.
Oh my god.
Cool. So you start so you drain all of his blood away, and you start to pull his soul out of his body. Now I need you to make a roll your humanity plus your blood potency versus his resolve plus blood potency.
Okay.
So I'm going to be rolling that many dice.
So this is roll d10s, I guess. Right?
Yes, so it's your humanity rating plus your blood potency rating in 10-sided dice. And I'm going to roll 6. 4 versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The roll fail. The Dabarist loses an additional point of humanity for each success that they failed by. If this failure corrodes their humanity to 0, their prey's mind replaces the Dabarist, and they become the host body of the blood and personality of the target, becoming an SPC. So you lose a humanity point immediately for committing dabbery in the first instance. Because you failed the roll, you lose a second humanity point. What does that put you on humanity-wise?
4.
4. That's fine then. He's not going to take everybody.
Yeah,
You're
that's
all
fine.
good.
I'm here. I'm going to roll 5 successes out of 6. Why not?
You successfully committed dabbery, but you didn't get anything from it.
Hey, okay. No, because I failed. Because Hale rolled 5 out of 6 successes.
His mind was obviously stronger than you imagined, and in committing dabbery, while you were in the process of consuming, his soul escapes.
He's fucking dead. That's the main thing.
His body instantly crumbles to a greasy. Well, in fact, it doesn't crumble to dust. It crumbles into a greasy skeleton.
Should I go to hunger 0 for this, or
You are at hunger 0. Yes, you are at hunger 0.
Can diablerize like Papa Harvey.
And you feel amazing.
my bad. Alright, Jesus. Quote my number.
Has his body got a cell phone on it?
So you check through the remains and find a cell phone. It's grim. It's pretty grim. It's covered in a greasy kind of ash.
I will use it to call Octavia first.
No comment, Sarah?
About using the phone because it's illegal? I'm too busy with my own problems.
Use it to phone Octavia and then Soraya. I'm guessing Victor knows, so I'm guessing he's here.
So you can see Victor walk out of the train carriage that the blur went into in the first place, and there is blood on him, all around his mouth and down the front of his jacket, his hooded jacket. This is the first time you've seen his face without his mask on, and he is as horrific as you are.
I guess I'll phone Octavia first,
Octavia.
and we are done.
Octavia answers.
He's dead.
That was quick.
Thank you for helping get rid of most of his ghouls. It was quick and easy. He's gone. I will be phoning Soraya next and suggesting we all meet.
I'll cover Soraya, don't worry. I've already spoken to her this evening.
Do you have any contact with the Phantom Court?
Isabella, yes.
I would suggest you call Isabella. Why don't we all meet somewhere fairly central and discuss next steps?
Very well. What about the boutique? Excellent. I'll arrange for everyone to be there.
Anybody need to do anything before we go to the boutique?
I have a question actually. Does my superficial damage go away after feasting or no?
You can heal by rousing the blood. Every turn, your blood potency 2, right? I think you can just check blood potency 2. You can heal 2 superficial damage by making a rouse check.
So by feeding on someone, superficial damage doesn't go away, only by sleeping.
No. If you sleep during the night, all of your superficial damage goes away. The only thing that stays behind is any aggravated damage. To get rid of superficial damage before that, you can rouse the blood and you'll be able to heal, because your blood potency is at 2, you can heal 2 superficial damage every time you choose to rouse the blood to do that.
So can I just say I just rouse the blood 2 times while we're traveling?
Okay, yeah, just make your rouse checks and you don't get hungrier. That's good. You heal all of your damage without getting hungrier. And your own hunger 0.
I think when before we go, maybe Harvey, hey, thanks, buddy, to Victor. And did you know where we're going? Do you want to ride with us?
He shakes his head, pulls his mask back over his nose again, and drops down out of the carriage and walks off.
Well, shoot yourself. And then Harvey will follow everybody and then get caught up to where we're at now.
So our camera comes back up again a little while later as the van pulls up at the boutique. You can see in the windows Soraya, Victor, and Octavia are already inside. The old man turns the engine off, gets out of the van, and opens the back. At which point you can then see the insides of the shop and you can see the 3 kindred inside.
I will jump out the van and head into the boutique.
I'll follow Killian.
We'll follow suit.
No.
Harvey will follow suit as well.
Soraya turns to look at you. That didn't take you long.
5 against 1 really does.
Our deal is complete then?
It is. The Phantom Court are on their way. Once you have presented yourself to the Prince as the head of the revolutionaries and seated, and once Cecile has done the same as the head of the Phantom Court, then we will claim the prize from the Prince and domain. We will cede you the areas as discussed, and Angelos is free to transfer over to your coterie.
And we would retain the area that we have already carved out.
Out of character, what did we agree with the Phantom Court that they keep that sort of area?
That hasn't actually been mentioned.
Why not? Technically it's ours, you have a vassal state within it.
Yes.
You would keep that part of the area. We would extend our feeding rights into it. You would obviously have feeding rights in your little area.
And what about the Phantom Courts area?
They would keep that.
And we couldn't feed there without their permission.
You would need to speak to them. We would, as domain owners, we would arbitrate any disputes, but I believe the fairest way would be for you at the Phantom Court to negotiate feeding rights between your 2 pseudo areas.
I understand. Angelos, are you ready to join us?
Sure. Toodaloo, everyone.
Once you've ceded to the Prince.
Delphine,
Snap. That's right.
when this happens, Delphine will put her hair like this, show her neck, and look a little bit like jealous.
The door to the boutique opens and Celine and Isabella walk in. Seems like there's a party tonight, says Celine.
Indeed there is. Join us.
Are we finally putting this dreadful game to an end?
We are. We just need to visit the Prince. You need to cede your domains. We need to claim the prize, and then we are done.
You need to do one more thing.
What would that be?
She extends a hand. I think you have a gift for me.
Once you've ceded to the Prince, yes.
The price for ceding my territory is the gift.
Yes.
You want me to give
Cede
up
the territory, and I will give you the gift.
Indeed, you have to cede it to the prince beforehand.
And if I do that and you don't hand that gift over, I've lost everything and have nothing to gain.
And if I hand over the gift and you decide not to cede it to me and use that power that you have now with the Prince's signet ring, I have lost everything and you're free to strike unencumbered.
However, we're standing in your allies' boutique with your entire coterie, their entire coterie, and me and one of mine.
And these people are here on trust that we won't betray them. If I betray you now in front of them, what hope for that any of us working together as a coterie? Pick up the phone, see each other prints over the phone in front of us all,
That's what I intend on doing.
then do it now. And the seal will be yours.
Can I see it?
Delphine, please, for the love of God, tell me you haven't gone through a costume jewellery change and left it at home.
It's right.
Pass me the phone. She picks up the phone and the receiver and takes a step back and dials the number. You hear her
Is it a speakerphone, by the way? Out of character?
No,
Oh.
it's like an old-fashioned
Okay.
rotary phone. You hear her say, where is it? What's the thing I'm looking for? Laurent, it's Celine. Yes, that one. I'm calling to let you know. If you could tell the prince that the Phantom Court cedes its territory to... She puts her hand over the receiver. What's the name of your coterie?
The Warhawks.
The Warhawks. Yes, I know. I'm aware. Just tell him. Fine. She hangs the phone up and passes it back. Puts it back on the table. It is done.
Thank you. I'll nod to Delphine and I will hand the phone to Soraya.
She takes the ring, slides it on her finger, and looks pleased with herself. Soraya takes the phone. She leaves it on the table, dials the number, and picks up the receiver. Laurent, this is Soraya. Gustav. Gaston is dead, and I'm in charge now, and we're ceding our territories to the Warhawks. Yes, I know. Yes, we're all here. Yes, this probably could have been handled in one telephone call. You're quite right.
I will ask for the phone.
Yes, Killian wants to speak to you next. Yes, he does look very pleased with himself. One moment.
As pleased
has
as
the-
Nosferatu can look.
She hands the phone over.
Is it Laurent?
Yeah.
Laurent, this is Killian from the Warhawks. We are claiming domain.
How on earth did you do this? He's not going to be happy.
We played the game. We negotiated fair truces. We killed the outlier. We are claiming the win and the domain and the favour from the prince.
Winning the game this way isn't going to make him happy. There's going to be some comeback to this, don't you?
Probably. But we've won the game.
Yes, you have. Bravo.
Was he entertained?
I think he was. And he's not going to be happy that he has to find other alternative entertainment going forward. We shall see.
I have some time slots available, just let him know.
If you would like to let Delphine know, I'll pass it on. I'm sure he'll take it under advisement.
I'm sure we will.
I will pass the news on to the prince, and I offer you my congratulations. I believe I can speak on the prince's behalf when I tell you that winning the game entitles you to claim the entire territory. I assume you understand that your competitors ceding their territories, assumedly they plan on staying in the territory.
They do. We will be granting them a domain within it.
Yes, you have responsibility over them,
Yes.
but you also have the decision-making abilities as to who feeds in that territory.
I understand.
And I believe a moderate boon is owed to the victors.
Agreed.
I'm sure the prince will be thrilled to receive this information. We shall see how that plays out as we go forwards. I doubt it's going to be as clear-cut as you might hope.
We'll see.
Very well, Killian. Please pass on my congratulations to your coterie mates.
I will do.
He hangs up, and with that, we will draw a veil over the prince's little game. You have concluded the story, but perhaps there's more to tell, who can say. Thank you, dear audience, for indulging us in our story. Hopefully there will be more stories in the future for you to bear witness to. Thank you very much indeed.
Bye. See you later.